No talking to me. Okay, y'all, we are back once again. Super excited to be here. Listen, I'm Girl Marshawn Alaniyo. I'm a shift relationship strategist. What does that mean? It means that I help professional Black women to show up differently in all of their relationships using tailored strategies so they can show up differently in all of their relationships and cultivate beautiful relationships. And I say relationships. Why? Because we're not just dealing with a romantic relationship. We are always dealing with the relationship with yourself first, and then the relationship with your partner, with your significant other, with your spouse. So that is what we're doing today. We are talking about the last day of this 30 days of going live. I am specifically congratulating you for making it this far, congratulating you for showing up, congratulating you for taking action to become a better dater. So, congratulations for showing up for yourself. Even if you have watched this, even if you've come into the challenge later on, maybe like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, but you started to take action, come here, gather the information, and then start to implement these things into your relationship, you are still going to notice a difference. So, congratulations whenever you started this challenge, as well as wherever you're at. So, down in the comment section below, I would like to know, what did you learn? What did you learn over this past 30 days about yourself? What did you learn as far as the areas in which you are weak in? Let me know again down in the comment section below. So, if you are weak in any areas, let me know down in the comment section below. What have you learned about yourself? Let me know down in the comment section below. This is the last day of the 30 days of going live. So, I'm super excited. Thank you so much for being here wherever you are watching this. And if you want to check out all of the videos, if you are on Facebook, scroll in whatever group you are in, scroll and you will see all of the videos that I did over these past 30 days, where you can go back and take notes or just re-listen/rewatch them. If you are listening on YouTube, then there is a playlist specifically created so you can go back and take notes, rewatch them, share the videos with those that you know need to hear this information, and even take some information for yourself. So now we're talking about you today. Literally a celebration of you for showing up for yourself. Because growth is a journey, and every step forward deserves recognition. Over these past 30 days, or whenever you came into this challenge, you've made intentional efforts to learn what it means to truly love you, and what love between you and your partner actually could look like. This journey isn't easy, but every breakthrough, no matter how small, is worth celebrating. So, again, congratulations to yourself. Progress is not always about dynamic or dramatic changes. Sometimes it's in the quiet moments of choosing yourself, speaking kindly to your reflection, or standing firm on your boundaries. As you reflect on the strides that you've made, let's honor how far you've come, and even explore different ways to build on this momentum that you have created for yourself. So, by celebrating your wins and addressing the areas that still need attention, you're creating a foundation for lasting self love. A foundation for lasting self love, which transfers into your other relationships, including but not limited to your partnership. Okay. So now let's dive into how you can truly acknowledge your growth, how you can focus on the key areas of your transformation, and how you can continue to take intentional steps to continue evolving into the woman that you are destined to be. So thanks for returning. Once again, I'm Marshawn Alaniyo, and I serve professional Black women and help them to show up differently in all of their relationships. So thank you so much for coming back. Here are 4 ways to help you to celebrate your growth, your wins, your progress over these past 30 days. The first thing you must do is acknowledge them, right? Acknowledge your wins, sis. You have done something great. You have done something powerful. You have shown up for yourself. Not many people show up for themselves, especially this time. By the end of January, most people that had set goals for the entire year stopped by week 2. We are now in week 4. We're now in week 4. So congratulate yourself for being here, for showing up for yourself, for being intentional about the things that you want in your life. So acknowledge the wins that you have accomplished over these 30 days, again, or whenever you came into this challenge. Highlight some of your small victories. It doesn't always have to be the large victories or the grand victories in order for you to give yourself some kudos and say congratulations to yourself. What about the small things that you have done? What about the areas in which you could show up for yourself better? The areas in which you can honor, right? So acknowledge the small victories. Reflect on your areas where you've grown in such a way, maybe such as embracing your vulnerability. Maybe that's a weakness of yours. If if it is a weakness of yours, but you notice that just over this period of time with us being together, you have decided to start to embrace your vulnerability even more. You have started to share more of yourself, then give yourself some kudos. Congratulations. Celebrate the small wins. Your homework timer is done. Alexa, stop. Sorry about that. Next, you have to journal your achievements. If journaling is your thing, and even if it's not, because sometimes journaling can help you just to express yourself and get things out of your system. So, what emotions may have come up for you during this time of you reflecting on yourself and seeing the areas in which you are strong in, that you want to keep, the areas in which you are weak in, that you need to strengthen, the things that you used to do in your past that was keeping you stuck, that you want to stop doing? What are some of the things that you noticed about yourself? How do you feel after leaning in and giving the investment, the time investment for this 30 days? How do you feel for investing this time, energy, and effort into yourself over these past 30 days? And again, it doesn't even have to be 30 days. Whenever you came in, and even if you're coming in and joining me for the very first time this evening, you can always go back and listen to all of the topics in which I covered over these past 30 days. There's a playlist called How to Become a Better Dater on underneath my page that you can get access to all of the videos, all of the topics that I discussed. And again, if you are liking topics like this, where I'm talking about the relationship with yourself, the relationship with your partner, then do not forget to subscribe and, of course, like. Subscribe, because this is exactly what I talk about on this channel. So if you want more of it, subscribe. All right. Another thing is that what areas are you stronger in that you can celebrate? Maybe your weak area was self-talk. Maybe when nobody else was around, you were talking bad about yourself to yourself. But because we've spent some time together and you started to reflect on this area of weakness for you, now you're like, okay, I've noticed that I don't really talk bad to myself as much. Maybe it's not gone all the way. But again, that's you celebrating the small wins, where you're not going to be perfect, especially trying to build a new habit or new behaviors. And you're not going to be perfect at it. You're going to slip. You're going to fall at times. But have you noticed that you've gotten up? Or have you noticed that you've gotten up a lot faster? Or have you noticed that, you know what? You see that it wasn't doing anything for you. It wasn't making you feel good about yourself. And so you leaned more into speaking life and love into yourself. You leaned into saying the affirmations to yourself about yourself that make you feel better. So, what does your self talk look like? What areas are you stronger in? Right? It could be your emotional awareness, acknowledging moments that you identified your feelings and responded intentionally, not shutting down, leaning into your feelings in that moment, leaning into having the tough conversations, not running away, not sweeping them under the rug, but literally saying, you know what, this is something that I need to lean into. This is an area in which I need to create a stronger foundation for me. This is going to help me in the long run, not only in my romantic relationship, but it's also going to help me in a relationship with myself as well as other relationships that I am in. What courageous actions did you take? Maybe you decided to say, hey, I'm going to prioritize myself this week, and did that, right? Not just planning it, but you actually took action to do it. That's something that I actually have done myself. I literally told myself this time, I said, hey, self, you haven't been doing a lot of stuff for yourself. 2024 was pretty much a wash. It was a very big adjustment for me. And so I wanted to make sure that in 2025, I put things on my calendar that I want to lean into, that I want to give intentional time to. So after this, me and my daughter are going to watch a what is it? Lunar New Year program. That was put on the schedule a long time ago. Tomorrow, we're going to go to SeaWorld. That was put on the schedule. I'm learning to lean in and do things. And then I have to do mommy stuff too, right? Things as an adult. So I took myself, me and my girlfriend actually went to, what did we see? We saw a candlelight concert, a concert under candlelight here in San Diego. And that was just really fun. It was only like an hour and a half, but it was enough time for me to get out. We stayed a little bit longer to hang out and speak and talk and just catch up with each other because both of us are very busy. So what can you do to lean into prioritizing you even more? This is going to also increase the opportunities for you to meet someone. If you're not in a relationship already, it's going to increase your opportunities by you putting yourself out there, by you already leaning into the things that you like to do, is going to increase your opportunity to meet men or a man, your man, right? It doesn't mean that it's going to happen right away, but you know that the milkman don't come knock on your door anymore. Hell, Amazon don't even knock on your door anymore. They send you a picture and all of a sudden you get a notification. You don't even know that they're at your door. So the likelihood of somebody knocking on your door and you actually meeting them face to face and then y'all falling in love and all of that other stuff, the chances are very slim. That's all I'll say. I won't say impossible, but I will say slim. So how are you prioritizing yourself? What courageous action have you taken? I just mentioned some for me because it is a courageous thing. Me putting plans in place on the books right now for months later that I am going to honor and stick to. So I'm asking you, what have you done? You can let me know down in the comment section below if you've noticed that there is something that you took action on. Another thing is to concentrate on key areas such as your self-worth or your self-care or your authenticity. Now let's talk about self-worth. Identify your inherent values apart from your roles within the relationship. Who are you outside of the relationship? If you only have an identity with you being in a relationship, when you're out of a relationship, what is your new identity? So you want to have an identity whether you are in a relationship or not, which leads me into you understanding that you are enough whether you are in a relationship or not. I get it. You want to be in a relationship or you are in a relationship and you're like, I want this relationship to last. I totally get it. But don't get caught up so much that you're only thinking that you are worth something if you are in a relationship, if you are attached to someone. You are worthy even if you're not in a relationship, even if you don't have girlfriend title or engagement or wife. You're still somebody. And you're still deserving of respect and love and kindness. Like literally, yeah, you can't see it on here, but my shirt actually says be kind. I know I'm kind of balling up, but it actually says be kind. Be kind to yourself. When I wear this, I notice that so many more people are kind to me because it's literally right across my chest. But you can take that for yourself. How kind are you to you? How kind are you to you? You can ask yourself that. Okay, moving forward. Self-care. Incorporate daily rituals. Maybe it's taking walks. Maybe it's exercise / working out, right? Maybe it's movement, right? That's what I kind of like to say is movement because most people get stuck up on exercise. Oh my God, I ain't exercised today. Did you move? Did you move? So movement. Meditation may be your thing to self-care. Saying and saying affirmations and speaking life and love into yourself may be your thing. What have you done for your self-care? The self-care that I also just mentioned, which is prioritizing myself, I'm making sure that not only I spend time with my daughter, I also spend time with me. as well as friendships and nurturing all of the things. But I literally have to schedule them. And my friends know if they're not on the calendar, they don't get no Marshawn time. It's not that I'm trying to be mean, just my life is busy. And usually, truth be told about my life, if you're not on my schedule at least a month in advance, you probably won't get on there that month that you're trying to. I literally have a packed schedule. And most of it is for my little one. Anyway, moving forward. So concentrate on those areas that you need to pay attention to. What about authenticity? Did you embrace yourself without fear of being judged when you were having a conversation in the time that we have been showing up for one another, coming here for these past 30 days? Did you embrace yourself? Did you speak up about the thing that really made you nervous? Did you speak out in the meeting? Did you tell your partner, hey, this is not working for me? Right? Did you talk about a complaint, as I talked about, and brought a solution to the table? Have you done any of that? Right? Okay. Also, address areas of weakness or avoidance. That is something that we all should be doing. Addressing the area in which we know we can be weak in at some point. And just saying, hey, it's not something that I want to really deal with. It's not something that I want to address, but I must address it. So were you strong enough to address an issue that you were avoiding with your partner, with your friend, with your boss, with your coworker, with your parents, right? Was any of that done over these past 30 days that you had the courage to do? All right. Maybe it's identifying your triggers, exploring the patterns of avoidance. So, is fear or past wounds holding you back? Break it down. Really dive into it. Choose one small step to overcome an area of weakness, like starting a difficult conversation or journaling your fears just to release them, to get them out on paper so you're not holding this stuff inside of your body, because your body keeps all of that and it shows up in different ways. And I won't go too deep into that, but just know that your body will express the sickness that you are holding within you. It'll express it in a different way. Celebrate your effort. Recognize even the smallest steps toward growth as progress. The smallest steps toward growth as progress. Because, sis, your progress in these past 30 days or whenever you join this is just the beginning of a powerful transformation. Imagine how much more you can grow with a personalized guidance and strategies tailored to your unique journey. So, as your coach, I'll help you go deeper into building confidence, strengthening your relationships, and sustaining self love. So, let's keep this momentum going together. I encourage you to book a session with me so we can map out your next steps toward growing. Reach out to me via my email, which is marshawn@marshawnalanio.com. It's in the description box on YouTube, and I will type it on Facebook. Remember, you are worth this investment to you in order to become better in 2025. Not just a better dater, a better woman, a better mother, a better sister, a better friend, a better worker, a better boss. I love you guys, and there's nothing that you can do about it. Reach out to me. Reach out to me. I'm going to put my email in the chat right now. And that is your way to reach out to me. I'll talk to you soon. Bye now.